Well, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to this Sunday's edition of Scoreline. My name is Robinson Okenye, and for the next 30 minutes or so, we take a look at what is happening in the world of sports. Today, we are at the Police Sacco Stadium here in Nairobi, and it's all about the 82 Ultimate Cup. Now, the match that is going on behind me, it's between Mosquito FC and FC Content Creators, but the final of the 82 Ultimate Cup will be between Tusker Youth and Leeds FC. We'll be speaking to the coach from Tusker Youth as well as some of the players to get to know what they are expecting in the final that will be played at around 3:30 p.m. Also, we'll be taking a look at the results from the Sportpesa League matches that took place yesterday, as well as taking a look at what to expect in the English Premier League matches that we have for the day. But now that we are talking about the 82 Ultimate Cup, we want to understand what is 82 Ultimate Cup and why they decided to have it in January. And joining me now to talk about it is the CEO of 82 Ultimate Cup, that is Josh Okuto. Good afternoon, Josh. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good to have you on Scoreline.
Thank you.
Yes, what is 82 Ultimate Cup?
So 82 Sports is an organization based in Nairobi. It's a sports organization that engages in talent search tournaments within Nairobi. So we conduct tournaments in Nairobi whereby we've divided Nairobi into 8 regions, and in each region we hold a tournament where we collaborate with the FKF to give us 8 teams per region, and we fully kit all the 8 teams before they participate in the tournament. And they also win other cash prizes, including number 1 goes home with 100,000, number 2 50,000, number 3 30,000, and a lot of individual prizes. Then the winners of each edition now will now compete for the Ultimate Cup. That is what's happening, what has been happening for the past 3 days. Yeah.
Yes, aside from that, I mean, this is the 3rd edition of the 82 Ultimate Cup. How different is it from the past 2 editions?
So the past edition was also good, not bad, but what we've managed to change, we've managed to involve the community. Just recently, we signed an agreement with Smarks Foundation. That's a foundation that engages in environmental conservation. So we have involved the community in conserving the environment. And also, when we started, we were not working with the FKF. We were just doing it locally with our team. Now, currently, we work with the FKF. And God willing, we are expecting the FKF president to Hussein Mohamed here. So we've collaborated with the FKF, to make it more professional.
Before we started the show, there's something that you said that sparked my mind, that you're taking the MVP to the Santiago Bernabeu. Why?
Yeah, so we have a good mutual friendship with one of the licensed FIFA agents from Real Madrid. Is called Kevin Wanjala. So he managed to talk to the Real Madrid organization, and they agreed that the MVP of the 82 Ultimate Cup will have to go and watch a game at the Santiago Bernabeu. We are doing this so that our players can go and see the real experience, and also just to encourage the other players that indeed football can take you to places. Yeah.
And what can you say about the talent that has been on display in the 3rd edition of the Ultimate Cup?
The talent has been immense. We have good players here. There was a player called Mwando. If you see Shabana now wants him. We have Aguer here. We have a lot of good talents here. And we are expecting, like Kevin will also be here. We are expecting a lot of football agents to be here, the coaches also to come here. So there's a massive talent in the grassroots, and that's what we look for.
And what does the future hold for this tournament?
The future is bright. As you know, just when we started, that's on Friday, we signed a deal with an agreement with Smarks Foundation. Yes. So we are bringing partners on board so that we just not play football alone. We also engage in environmental conservation through our slogan call, Play for Green Spaces. And if you go that other side, yes, there's also a tournament ongoing with the esports. Yes. So we also had an agreement with esports. They came on board so that we don't only engage those who are playing the physical game, though, because the youth currently, the Gen Z, are engaged in a lot of digital games. So there's an esports tournament going on there. Yesterday it was the e-mobile. Today is the FC26. So we are engaging all the community, from the fans to those who don't engage in the physical game, to those who just like the digital game, to those in the environment conservation. There's Miss Sustainability with us today. So we are doing massive things, and I hope the future, when we start this year, when we do the 4th edition, it will be immense, and hopefully we go to other regions too.
And somebody will be wondering, why do you normally tournaments are held in December or November, but why January?
We wanted a unique way, and also just the way Kenya is, where people say in January. So we wanted to change that. We wanted the winner goes home with 1 million today, number 2 goes home with 500,000, number 3 goes home with 300,000, 200,000, sorry. Then all the participating teams, including the quarterfinalists, all go home with 100,000. So we wanted, because most of our teams struggle, especially with transportation, we wanted to help them in January, because most of these community clubs, people get to contribute, and if you are depending on the community to contribute, January might be a struggle. So that's where 82 Sports come in.
You even brought content creators.
Yeah, content creators also here, so that they can also help for the mobilization, and also to just make fun, because as I told you, Gen Z today are in the content world. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Of course, that is Joash Okuto, who's the CEO of 82 Ultimate Cup. And as I had said earlier, behind me, that is the match that is going on is between Mosquito FC and FC Content Creators, which is an exhibition match. But the final will be between Tusker Youth and Leeds FC. And now joining me to talk about the expectations and how the tournament has been is the coach of Tusker Youth. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, tuanze kwa majina pengine.
Kwa majina naitwa Peter Kariuki Mwangi, or Coach PK.
Coach Peter, how's the tournament been for you?
The tournament has been good, and I would really like to thank 82 Sport for thinking about the grassroots football. Yes, and I would like to encourage them to continue more and more of that.
Yes, playing all the way to get to the final that now you'll be playing at around 3 or 4 p.m. I mean, what test do you feel this tournament has given to your players?
Very good test, because, you know, as Tusker Youth, we are a development side, and it has not been easy for us, but it has been a very exposing tournament for our boys. As you've heard, the CEO has said, we'll have scouts, we have top coaches, so it's a good chance for our boys to express themselves and to expose themselves.
What do you say about, having such tournaments for a side like Tusker Youth, aside from taking part in the youth league, getting to play more matches so that, your boys can get to show what they have? What do you have to say about that?
It's a very good thing, because, the boys, they need more game time so that they can grow as the boys. That's what they need. Yes, and we are very thankful for 82 Sport for giving us this chance to participate in this competition, from the zonals up to the regionals.
What makes Tusker Youth, unique?
It's all about the talent. Yes, because even us, we usually go to grassroots to get the talent, so that we can give them the chance to explore their talent. Yes.
And what should we expect in the final that is coming up in the next 1.5 hours?
It's all about the game plan. We have a good game plan, and my boys are very ready, and we are very ready to be champions.
So tungoje uinue kikombe?
Yes, definitely.
Asante sana. That is Coach Peter, who says that we should wait for them to lift the cup in the next 1.5 hours, and we'll be waiting for that. And aside from Coach Peter, I have a player from Tusker. Remember, they've been participating in this tournament from the zonals, and now they are in the finals. So we want to speak to the people that do the work to get to hear from them. How the tournament has been. Kaka vipi?
Poa sana.
Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Dennis Chimano, na mimi ndio captain Tusker Youth.
Captain Tusker Youth. Nikuulize, tournament imekuwaje kwenu?
Tournament imekuwa poa, but ijakuwa rahisi, imekuwa ngumu. Ndio tufike hapa. Tumepambana, ndio tuko hapa finals.
Na ukisema imekuwa ngumu, pengine ukiangalia zile game zote mmecheza, ni gani ile ulikuwa na feel ndio ilikuwa ngumu zaidi?
Jana semis ilikuwa rahisi na FC Toronto. Ilikuwa tulibattle sana ndio tuwin hiyo game. Ilikuwa rahisi na tukapata win.
Na unajua watu wanaoangalia wanasema nyinyi kama Tusker Youth ama Tusker ni jina kubwa. Wewe ukichezea Tusker Youth unafilaje?
Na feel proud. Si rahisi pia kama hapa kwa hii Tusker Youth. Lazima ushow makocha, ushow talent yako ndio uweze kumake it hapa kwa hii team. Najua ni wachezaji ni wengi wanatamani kwa hii team. So lazima uonyeshe talent yako ndio uweze kuwa hapa. Yeah.
Na ambition yako after sasa umemaliza kutoka kwa youth, ungetaka kucheza wapi?
Obvious, kila player anataka kucheza top level, na hiyo ndio ambition yangu, na pia wachezaji wao wengine wetu nataka kucheza Kenyan Premier League na pia labda national team na cheze pia abroad. Hiyo ndio ambition yangu pia. Yeah.
Asante sana, na tutarajie nini kwenye final?
Final mtarajie game poa na mtarajie ushindi kutoka kwetu. Tunaenda nayo hii.
Mnaenda nayo hii. Asante sana. That is the Tusker captain speaking to us, of course, saying that we should expect a win in the final where they will be facing Leeds FC, not Leeds United, rather they will be facing Leeds FC. And right about now, let me speak to the coach of Leeds FC. Let me speak not to the coach but to a fan of this tournament. Kaka, kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Dadise Olwaga.
Dadise, unaona umevaa Gogo Boys.
Yes, ni mimi msewa grassroots, so niko sawa hapo.
Tournament imekuaje?
Tournament imekuwa fiti, ni kitu ina run for a few days, well organized, pricing pia iko poa. So I think tournament so far since Friday imekuwa poa. I think the coordination, the competition, everything imekuwa organized vizuri, considering also the team playing for green spaces pia iko sawa. So I think imekuwa poa.
Najua wewe kama fan umeangalia tournaments mingi sana around. Ni nini nafanya hii stand out kuliko hizo zingine?
Kitu ya kwanza ni organization. Ya pili ni it has a purpose. Like tunacheza for a reason. Also the motivation being the prize money iko sawa. So I think it stands out for me kwa sababu it's played in a short span. Na the amount that the guys are fighting for is very much okay. So it motivates a lot. And then also the fact that tunaweza leta wachezaji wa grassroots kucheza hapa pia inawapatia motivation na kupush someday waweze kufika place wanacheza hapa regularly. Yeah.
Ukisema hapa unamaanisha ground, sababu sio kila mtu anakujanga hapa kama sio timu ya KPL ama national team.
Yes, hivyo ndio namaanisha.
Na umesema wewe ni fan mkubwa sana wa grassroots football. Timu yako ni gani?
Timu yangu ni ya kwanza ni Gogo, ingine ni Kibra United na Gor Mahia.
Na Gor Mahia. Na kabla nikuachilie, ukiangalia ile talent iko on display, unaweza sema nini?
Timu yangu ilicheza tournament the first edition na tuliweza kupeleka like 4-5 players kwa KPL and then like 3 or 4 kwa NSL. So I think ni opportunity fiti ya wachezaji kungangana. So unaweza kuona cheza hapa because teams zinacheza hapa ni division 1 kwenda chini. So lower tier teams ndo zinacheza hapa. But hopefully we hope that because best player from each tournament anapelekwa Real Madrid ku watch game and stuff. I hope tunaweza pata another crop of players from hapa waweze kuenda the upper tiers, waende NSL ama waende KPL. So itakuwa ime create a big impact.
Umesema top league yetu una support team gani?
Gor Mahia.
Gor Mahia. Yes. Sawa. Yes, one of the fans, and he says that he supports Gor Mahia. Now, I want us to digress a bit. We get into Sportpesa League. And yesterday, Gor Mahia were in action at the Nyao Stadium taking on Sofapaka, and they got a 3-0 win against Batoto Bamungu. Let's take a look at the highlights from that match.
Najaza ndani nafasi! Amerudi Kugalo na amerudi na magoli. Mlinzi wakati Franco Diambo anawatanguliza Kugalo nyam. Sirkalo anatangulia hapa. Franco Diambo wakati Emmanuel Obala anasema akili mtu wangu. Kwenda kuchongwa naye Jackson Jwang. Mekataa Shaibu. Anayo Sharif, Musa Ramadhan Sirengo, Jackson Jwang Mula, inamimina ndani tena, nafasi nyingine Sylvester Wino. Ni siku ya walinzi hii leo, ni mabeki wanafunga Musa alianza na Jackson Dwang, akaicheza crossi Dwang, alienda juu kabisa, high above sea level, juu yake Idrisu Shaibu na kujaza kitu kimiani. Ango Ebeneza 3-0 kwa Kogalo. Ebeneza, what a joy to watch. Ebeneza idu kwao. Ametoa nyingine Ebeneza bwana, akipuliza baluni yake Ebeneza. Hii leo tena itatoka njano hao, lakini wanashangilia magoli matatu Kogalo. 3-0 wameachia kasi yake Sharif Musa, lakini alitumia mkono pale Stephen Boni Tonaldo. Penalty maridadi kabisa amecheza Ebeneza idu kwao.
So 3-0 was the final score in that tie between Gor Mahia and Sofapaka that was played at the Nyayo Stadium here in Nairobi. But still sticking with the Sportpesa League, another match that was played yesterday, so Kakamega Homeboys settled for a draw against Mara Sugar. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Batiza kwanza, Oliver Machaka auka. Kevin Maina amepuliza kipenga. Potifa! Mtoa eo kwenda Nasur Shikokoti. Labda sasa hivi pakubwa mwalimu Harun Thomas atarudi kama beki kulia. Pasi na penyezwa ile. Ana Alex Imbusia. Goli lake la kwanza Alex Imbusia. Ingia Lupaga. Anachukua nafasi yake Henry Omolo. Meleta nani Kadios Kisho! Finally! Oliver Machaka anapata goli lake. Willy Jima na mimina ndani huko. Timothy Dayana hajamaliza kabisa. Shughuli kwake bado mbichi. Udavadi Moses. Alichokitaka amekipata, amecheza kisigino wakamtoa timing. Udavadi. Alizalisha goli ile ambalo liko avuna na Timothy Dayala.
Now, you know, the weekend cannot be completed without sub-golf action, and teenage sensation Cherono Kipkorir once again underlined her class on the NCBA Golf Series stage after clinching her third over gross lady title at the Royal Nairobi Golf Club qualifier as the 2026 officially got underway. Let's listen in to what the golfers had to say from Royal Nairobi Golf Club as the NCBA Golf Series began.
If you think about it, we spend a lot of time in offices, we spend a lot of time in emails, phones, but actually the best part about the series is the human interaction. This enables everyone to come together and make new connections as well as rekindle old ones and talk about, you know, what it is that's going on in their lives. And I think outside of business, that's a really important part of what we need to be doing. The ambition is very much to deepen our relationship with clients, is to grow much faster than we have in history. And therefore, in order to do that, you have to have platforms like this that enable you to engage with our customers. And through that, build a trusted brand that they relate to and wish to engage with. In the last few years, we've focused very much on children, getting them out beyond their computer screens, out into the open and picking up a skill. And it's more than a skill, because golf, it's actually a very mental game as much as a physical game. And I think that enables the children to develop that sort of mindset going forward.
Today my round was not so good. I struggled finding my swing. The course is in really good condition. I really enjoyed playing it, and my group was so much fun. They kept the vibes up, my mood up and everything. I mean, it feels good knowing that my game is showing its progress, and like my hard work is coming into real life scenarios. So yeah, I'm just really happy I could get into the position of going for the finales.
Well, that is the NCBA Golf series, of course, that teed off this weekend. But let's get into the English Premier League. Yesterday, Arsenal were in action. They got a massive win against Leeds United. Everton settled for 1-1 draw against Brighton, as Liverpool got a massive win against Newcastle. But today, all eyes will be on the big fixture of the day, that is between Tottenham Hotspurs and Manchester City. And Tottenham have had a history of getting the better of Manchester City in their stadium. But can they do it? Well, I want to leave you with that story on what to expect when Tottenham take on Manchester City. Enjoy as we enjoy the tie that is happening here at the Police Circle Stadium between Mosquito FC and FC Content Creators, while waiting for the final that will see Tusker Youth take on Leeds FC. Take a look.
It's been a difficult season, but the Tottenham team now, it don't look like a team that's confident, don't look like a team that creates a lot of chances.
We had a tough run last year, and also this year we are struggling a little bit and keeping the momentum going.
And the home form's just been terrible, to be honest. It's been frustrating, it's been a hard watch.
In the last 4, 5, also 6 Premier League games, I think all the margins went against us. It's not an excuse, but it's a fact.
And you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to go periods where you're not playing at the level that you should be. And I think, the fans are going to make it known that they're frustrated. There's nowhere to hide at this top level. You have to always back yourself, you have to believe, but, still a top team, and a team that I believe will hopefully that can get back to their best. You win a European trophy, a long time coming, domestically not good enough, finishing 17th, conceding the goals that we conceded. But you looked at the Tottenham team under Angie, and there was always sort of like an identity.
It's not guaranteed that if you win trophy, then the next season the Premier League is going to be easier.
Angie's principles were dominate possession, attack, and fullbacks freedom to go forward. They would always create chances, but concede 4 and probably have to score 5 to win. You can't always do that in the Premier League. And I think Thomas Frank's come in naturally and probably thought, well, how do I get this team to, first of all, to be hard to play against? And I think he's just not been able to get the balance.
In football, it's small things you can turn, and you can get a little momentum, or sometimes you get more. Sometimes, for whatever reason, you don't get the momentum. Very aware that this season is a season where we are, as always, and we should be for Tottenham, very ambitious. But it is a transitional season. But I also think it's fair to say some of the margins, the bits, we could easily like this have had 6 points more. It was completely different talk. Unfortunately, we haven't, and it is what it is, and we need to keep going.
Of course, it's a pleasure to work with him. Probably the result he expected also from us. They're not being the best of what he can dream of, but of course we are close to him. We want to follow his instruction, and we can achieve some good wins, and then we can see everything with a different perspective.
Simons! It's hit the bar! Incredible!
Tim has obviously come with big reputation, and I just feel like he needs to sort of like kickstart his career again and go somewhere and have a run of games, have some sort of consistency. When you get 3, 4, 5, 6 games, like good games, goals, assists, not happen for him. I think the team need a little bit more creativity in the middle of the pitch. When you go to Tottenham, even in the academy, one of the principles, look forward, pass forward. If there's a pass on, risk it. If you can try something, you can find a third, try it. You're playing for Tottenham. You can't be afraid to make mistakes.
Odebear now, a few to choose from here. It's a magnificent header from Christian Romero, and Tottenham's centre-backs deliver once more.
I'm not worried about our strikers. I think we have some good strikers. Like now, Dom Solanke is back, so it's going to be a massive help for us.
It's exactly 10 years to the day since Pep was obviously announced as Manchester City manager.